Hello, BoomdaBot here with BoomdaVlog number 5. And today I thought that we would take a little as requested tour of my dice collection. Now it's nothing huge and spectacular, but it is my dice collection, and I am kind of developing a problem. So you guys are going to help me in seeing all the dice that I've collected in the only maybe 2 years that I've been in the Dungeons and Dragons community. So let's go take a look. Okay, so what we have here is what I like to call my collection, and it doesn't look like quite a lot, but we're going to unpack it here and take a look. So first off, I want to start here. This is my dice tray. I made this myself. Here, get those out of there. We went ahead and this was made at Gen Con. I'm really bad at dates. It's the 50th, so 2017. Yeah. 2017. Look at all the Boomda puppy hair in there. Yeah, that is gross. But I made this. I painted it myself, except the bottom, because the guy said I didn't need to. And I painted this. It's got little felt to not scratch up tables. It's got felt that I put inside there, so that's really nice. This holds all my dice that I roll typically when I play on off the table. So you've seen me roll my own dice, and these are usually the dice that are in here. So there's this one. Look at that, a 17, very good. I got this off of shapeways.com. I believe it's shapeways.com. I got this after Gen Con because they had a promotion. And Matthew Mercer uses one of these. He had one of these gifted to him, and I saw it and I thought, man, that is really cool. So I just like how it looks. I like a lot of, like, I don't know. I think the shape of it and it's a metal. I'll tell you, I do own a good deal of plastic dice, but I've really grown to love metal dice. I just like the way they feel. I like the way they roll. What is that? That's a 6? Okay, not too good. But, so this one's one of my favorites. I was really happy when I got this. 18, that's pretty good. These are just a couple of D4s I picked up at my local game shop. I just needed I needed more D4s as a DM, so I picked up a couple of those. So there's nothing crazy about those. Now these metal ones here are part of a set. And I think I've got the rest of the set somewhere. I know I have it somewhere, so we'll see the rest of the set. I was going to line these all up in sets, but I think it's just fun to look at them as I use them. So I got a D8, a D12, a D20. Oh, look at that! And another D4. So this is typically what sits in my tray, with the exception of these two. So this is, I thought that this was going to be heavier D20. It looks like really nice, right? Well, it's plastic, and unpopular opinion, I'll tell you how I feel about Chessex dice here in a second. But I picked this up. This was like my first actual Chessex set that I picked up. And I really liked it, except it rolled. This is the dice in the early Guardians of Parna campaign, where if the players are talking about it rolling too well, this is the dice that would roll too well. Take a look. Yeah, 16. I like metal dice because they're a little more weighted. Nothing wrong with this dice. It's just not my favorite. So I just recently found it. We'll probably put it in the vault here. And then I picked this up. This and its buddy. There's two like this. Ooh. It's on an incline. Here, let's try it again. All right, well. This is metal. It's a red metal, and it's from the same company that I gave some gifts of mini dice to my players about a year ago. This is Metal Dice Gaming. So I got a pair of 2 of these when I was in Seattle to see Live the Game. These are really cool. I really like them. They feel really great. So I haven't rolled with those yet because we haven't played since then. But I really like that one. And so that's just a regular... It's just a regular D6, because you see I don't have a D6 in there. And then this is my D100. I got this at Gen Con 2017 as well. So there's 100 sides on this, and I tried showing it off on stream, and everybody's like, oh, it's a ball. But if you look really close, so there is a ball inside a ball here. But if you could feel this, you can see all the different, there's literally 100 sides to this thing. And so it probably won't roll well here. No. If you roll it on a flat surface, though, you can definitely tell when there's one number on top. And so you can roll this, and obviously the odds, you know, whenever you need a D100, you can get away with doing a percentile dice or 2D10s or whatever, but I really like having an actual D100. So I got this from Game Science. It's really cool. I definitely recommend it. Well, let's go ahead and open some of these up, and we'll see what else we got in here. And voila, it has all been opened. Well, let's start on the left here. We'll work left to right. So you can see this is, well, first of all, I want to talk about this case a little bit. This was a present for me from Gabby Bird for doing her wedding. She was more than kind enough. She didn't even have to get me this because she did more than enough to get us to her wedding, but she gave me this, and I haven't gotten to really use it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So this is a, you know, kind of like a vault or a case, so I can carry tons of DM stuff and just have to take this. I don't get to play a lot in person, but when I do, I'm looking forward to this. So she even put a pen in here for me, so I got a pen, a little notepad to keep notes. I could put minis in here if I needed to. I could roll in here. I could put more dice in here if I wanted to. If I wanted to take this pen out and carry it separately, you know, I could fit a good amount of dice in there. Now the D12s don't fit too well. The D20s kind of fit. D6s fit real well in there if I had to. But yeah, she was just really kind to give me that. I know she got it off of Etsy. So this is currently holding my Game Science set that I got also at Gen Con 2017. They're supposed to have really, there's another video on YouTube you really should check out, and just look up Game Science and let them explain to you why their dice are better than others. I'm going to plug them. That's not a plug. I was really, you know, I got to watch that video, and I just really like this. This seems to be the best plastic dice that rolls for me, just because of the way they're manufactured and stuff. So I keep those in there. I always keep an extra D20, because if this one starts rolling bad, you've always got this bad boy. The only thing I'd be missing here, no, I'd be good. I'd be good with just taking that set if I needed to. So that's my carry set. And thanks again, Gabby. That's really cool. I really like this. Now we get to what I call the vault. So this is just a case for some Liar's dice that I picked up. But they all came in here. You can just see, and there's the manual for my D100 and different, nothing really important. But this is all the dice that just sit in there. So you can see I've got, this came from Gen Con 50 as well. This came from crystalcastle.com. Crystalcast, I don't think they wrote that correctly. It's supposed to be Crystal Castle. Anywho, so that came from them. I got one here from Metal Dice Gaming, so that they are the manufacturers of that red D20 I have. So this is pretty sweet. I like that. This also came from I'm telling you, if you guys don't know how much I enjoy Gen Con already, this should show you. I got so many dice from Gen Con that year. I think I got one this past year, but it must not have made it in the vault yet. I don't see it. So I'll have to find, oh, yep, it's coming up later in the tour. Okay, so other notable mentions, this blue set, this green set, this purple set, all came from, I just bought like a big old, like, I bought like 6 or 7 sets off of Amazon one time just to get my dice up. They don't roll the greatest, so I don't really use them. But if I ever needed to take them in a pinch to like a game or something in person, I could do that. And you see, I just got random D6s. I got so many D6s from Liar's Dice and different stuff. See, these are all from a Liar's... I have like 3 different sets of Liar's Dice. I can't find enough people to play with me, so I just have D6s upon D6s upon D6s. How many D6s is that? Not enough. This goes to that metal set I showed you guys. That's kind of in different places, but this is my percentile dice. You can see how much I use that. This purple set's different though. I went to a local shop that has like painting supplies and stuff, and they had a bag that said 50 cents, and there were like tons of these in there. I'm like, oh, that's a great deal. And I'm like carrying the bag around because there's different sets of these. And the lady's like, you realize that that's 50 cents per? I'm like, 50 cents per what? And she's like, well, bring it over, we'll figure it out. Well, it turns out it was 50 cents per dice, not for the set or not for the whole bag. So I bought this from her just to be a good customer, but like if you look hard enough, there's air bubbles in there near the 20. So it's not the most, you know, well-manufactured die. You can definitely see differences between this and the game set. Yeah, there are the bubbles right there. So I don't really use those. You can see they've just gone to the pile. I just like having a giant D6 of dice. Like this one glows in the dark though. This one's pretty cool. If you put it up near the light enough, it'll glow. I haven't really checked the balance on this one, but for the most part, those are, so you can see just, you know, different sets. If I'm not using that die, they just go in the vault. I just put them in the vault. So that's those and these. This is a dice vault that I bought at Gen Con. This is my first one. I'm now using this one, but I like this one. This is like a cherry wood, I think. So it's got this inside. I got this from my local game store too. This one's really cool. Let's see if I got a place to, yeah. So you can like determine which way things fall, or, you know, if there's a character that gets knocked out and they fall off a really tall building, you can see which direction they fall, or maybe they fall straight down. I don't know. I thought this was pretty cool. It was my local shop. I really like it. This I have used this a couple of times in games with towers falling and things of that nature, but no spoilers on that. These are, so I like metal dice, you can tell. I like them. Yeah, not to shame, you know, other plastic dice companies, but I just find that they just aren't super balanced. And except for Game Science dice, I found those to be really balanced. Just your normal Chessex dice just doesn't seem to have a good balance to it. And that's just my opinion. I could be completely off base here. So I just enjoy metal dice. Now, the only thing I found is there are a couple of metal dice that definitely do roll more 6s than 1s. And so I don't use those. If I see a tendency there, I obviously don't use them because I want to be fair. But I try to get the most fair dice I can. Now this came from Gen Con this year. Can you see that? 2018. I don't know if you can see. But this came from Crystal Castle. Let's see if we can. It's really hard to read. Crystal. See if I can read it. Maybe it's crystalcast.com, because I thought it was Castle, but it looks like this one's spelled exactly the same. I don't know. I'll put that with my Gen Con dice. So that's that dice vault. So I use that. That's got 1, 2, 3, 7 slots. So you could carry a full set in there. And then this is my actual Gen Con set. I got these. They sell these every year. I didn't get one this year just because I was only there the one day, but these are really pretty. Now they are plastic, but they are really pretty. I don't know if you can, just got a nice, so I haven't really rolled these. This one's gold and black, but I got a full set of those. They're just really nice. So they may end up in the vault, but for now, I'm sure they're losing value by me touching them, but we'll keep those in there. So that's my dice tour. You've seen the dice that I use and the dice that I just have and my cool cases. Always looking for more, even though I don't play in person. So if I ever start playing in person, I'm probably gonna have a problem, but these are my dice. So if you ever need a D20 or something, let me know. They aren't the best, like these aren't the best because they're opaque and so you can't see how well they roll and stuff, but that's what I got. So I use what I got, and I try not to get much more than that. So, all right, well, we'll put those back in the vault and see if we can go through, maybe next week we'll go through some board games and see if we can talk through my collection of those. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll come back with a BoomdaVlog next week. Take care and keep booming.